Over 27.2 million students troop back to schools nationwide as the school year 2019-2020 officially opens Monday. The Department of Education, or DepEd, says it is ready to start the new academic year after weeks of preparation from Brigada Eskwela operations and early registration. The new school year comes as public schools face the perennial problem of classroom shortages, especially in highly populated areas of Metro Manila. Education Secretary Leonor Briones says the growing population of school children has given way to an increasing number of challenges. Bagong Silangan Faculty President John Robido says students in grades 7 and 8 are most affected by this, with around 80 to 100 students occupying a room for a given class.
Yung ginawa po namin, hinati po ang classroom para po matugunan ang kanilang pag-aaral. Hindi namin pwedeng hindi sila kuhain o pag-aralin dito kasi nga niniwala ko ng edukasyon ay para sa lahat.
The Education Department has a budget of 501 billion pesos for 2019, which will mostly be used for repair and construction of school buildings, hiring of personnel, and developing and providing learning materials to students. Malacañang is satisfied with the apology of pro-administration radio personality Erwin Tulfo for his threat-laden rant against Social Welfare Secretary Rolando Bautista. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panalo says Monday, Tulfo should be commended for saying sorry.
Well, Mr. Tulfo has his reasons for doing what he did. He apologized for it, and I think we should accept the apology.
Tulfo apologized on Friday, May 31, during his radio program Radyo Pilipinas.
Ni-review ko yung mga sinabi ko. Kung may mga nasaktan man, ako humihingi ng paumanhin doon sa excessive, sobra-sobrang banat, Weng. Ako humihingi ng paumanhin sa lahat ng mga naapektuhan dahil sa sobrang banat ko, 5 minuto yata.
Despite the apology, Tulfo does not directly name Secretary Bautista as the person he was apologizing to. The palace is leaving it up to Presidential Communications Secretary Martin Andanar if Tulfo needs to be disciplined for insulting a cabinet member on a state-run radio program. This comes after the Tulfo brothers lose their security details from the Philippine National Police or PNP and the Philippine Marines. PNP Police Security and Protection Group Chief Brigadier General Fillmore Escobar says the 8 police security escorts for the Tulfo family have been recalled as of noon Saturday, June 1. Escobar says the police deployment is under review for possible violations.
They passed the threat assessment, kaya nga sila nabigyan ng security detail. So, periodic review of the threat assessment will also be the basis of whether or not we will continue with the deployment of security.
Escobar says the Tulfos have kept their police security details for a long time and were even allowed by the Commission on Elections to keep their escorts during the 2019 election period. Columnist Mon Tulfo says Monday it was Press Secretary Martin Andanar who manipulated the irregular government deal that earned his brother Ben at least 71 million pesos. Tulfo says, quote, Ben and Andanar manipulated it. Andanar manipulated the whole thing. Andanar has not issued a comment. The Office of the Ombudsman is already investigating potential graft liabilities in the deal between the People's Television Network or PTV and the Department of Tourism or DOT in producing and airing travel segments and ads. PTV is an attached agency to the Presidential Communications Operations Office or PCOO, which is headed by Andanar. Former Tourism Secretary Wanda Teo, Ben and Bon's sister, signed the deal that allowed Ben's production outfit, Bitag Media, to earn a 75% cut from the deal price, or 89.8 million pesos. Documents obtained by Rappler through a Freedom of Information or FOI request show that as of May 24, 2018, a total net amount of 71 million pesos has been paid to Bitag in 4 tranches. The issue forced Teo to resign as Tourism Secretary. Ben and Erwin's camp say they will return the money but have not made good on the promise. The United States begins requiring visa applicants to submit details of their social media accounts. After requiring personal information, the visa application portal asks whether the applicant has a social media presence. It makes the applicant select from a list each social media platform the applicant used within the last 5 years. And the space next to the platform's name, username, or handle used on that platform should be entered. An unnamed U.S. State Department official says these social media identifiers will be incorporated into a background check review against watch lists generated by the U.S. government. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte invites New Japan Emperor Naruhito and his wife Empress Masako to visit the Philippines. Duterte extended this invitation during his bilateral meeting with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on Friday, May 31. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo says the invitation made no mention of any specific date or occasion for the visit. But he adds it would be an important milestone in diplomatic relations between the Philippines and Japan. The 59-year-old Naruhito became the 126th emperor of Japan after his father Akihito's historic abdication from the throne. Naruhito's parents, Emperor Akihito and Empress Michiko, visited the Philippines back in January 2016, only 7 months after then-President Benigno Aquino III invited them.